information, a richer mobile experience, more video and live streaming, more weather, greater access to your local news, and award-winning international and national coverage. The CBC News app, made easy.
Coach's Corner with Don Cherry is brought to you by Budweiser Red Lights. Let the goals begin.
Talk about that Doughty. That Doughty is some hockey player. Anyhow, this guy is looking like Bobby Orr. We've got a great clip of him. Watch here. Got 4 points in 3 games, 3 goals in 3 games. The way Bobby used to do it. Lovely. London, Ontario. Look at these moves. When do you see that last goal? Short side. Like that. Look at him. Look at him. Man, he's winning this thing all by himself.
Totally. All world first grade.
All world for sure.
The high stick, you had no problem with that. 1 goal disallowed. Doughty, great. Bio-Whisker, Canada leads it. You've had the polar bear, you've had the leopard.
$40.
There's one other mascot here, but we don't have it.
All right,
the hair. Let's go to the 5 guys back. Russia did it. Now the Finns did it early in the game today.
You people that love the big ice surface, this is what you get. You don't forecheck. Just lay back, wait for a penalty, wait for a break, and we got Russians doing it. We got everybody doing it. We don't do it yet. They'll start. That's the big ice surface. That's the way it happens.
What do you do to combat it then? The speed, I guess that's why they selected a team with so much speed.
What you do is you got to get to that red line. Look at these guys. You got to dump it in. It's the only way you do. It's like going through a forest the other way. You got to dump it in. There's no sense in trying to stick handle. That's the big ice surface. Happens all the time.
Kind of makes you wonder, Grapes, if that's why Russia's not scoring. They can't find offense in this tournament
funny,
so far.
How Malkin and Ovechkin look so lousy over here. That is really something.
Were you surprised Carey Price gets the game over Roberto Luongo?
Well, here's what I figured, that they know what Luongo can do, and they're going to give Price another game. I still think they'll end up with Luongo, but it's pretty tough. One gets a shutout, one gets 1 goal, so it's going to be tough.
Martin St. Louis Don's the 3rd oldest ever to play for Canada at the Olympics, behind Al McInnes and the great Terry O'Malley, and he's out. PK Subban, the kid's out.
You know, it's a funny thing, eh? We got PK Subban, the best goaltender, or the best defenseman, I mean, in the National Hockey League. He's sitting out. We got St. Louis sitting out. He got the most points of anybody in the league. You know, I'm not knocking Crosby, and you know what I think. He's the best hockey player in the world. But let's get the lines together for sure. This goes back to Vancouver. We're doing the same thing at the end of the last game. If St. Louis doesn't work with him, throw him out. Get another guy. Let's get him together. Once in a while, you have to get the lines together with him and leave it, for heaven's sake.
So that brought Glenn to the reduced ice times for some of the key guys, used to what they get in the NHL, not getting it here in Russia.
Here's what I would do. Yeah, look at here they are here. And you know what I do? I don't go with taking all these 4 guys. I always like to go. I like to have some plumbers. These guys are used to 22 minutes. You have the plumbers there. They get a few. These guys get more ice time. You know, Ron, you played. Don't you play better when somebody gets hurt or something and you go, you give them extra ice time? They're not in the flow yet. 15 minutes, that's not enough for Crosby. He's got to be up to 23. That 4th line would be a bunch of pluggers as far as I'm concerned.
Craig even said that you're used to, like, you're getting off in 35 seconds. Sometimes it's later in a shift because Phil used to have to play 3 minutes, mind you. But
well, back in those days, but now, when you're only giving guys 15 minutes at use of 23, again, the 4th line plumbers, but hey, they did it the way they want it.
This is a big thing, a really good thing you caught here, the nets. Go ahead, Deborah. We're getting a little behind. Sorry, Don.
You know, I got a thing here. This happened in the 2nd period before the trouble, and I said there's going to be trouble in the 2nd period before this happened. Look at how thin it is. Now watch what I picked up before that. This is the before that. No, this is the same one. See how thin they are? These are too thin. They're not like Fred Marsh's. Not the same way. Look, they bend like that. I picked that up before it happened. I knew there was going to be trouble with it for sure.
Lastly, go ahead, Brian. Roll those walk-ins so that we only have 20 seconds.
All right. Hey, kids, let me just show you the difference. This is USA all the time. Remember how we go out? We have our shirts and ties. We show a little class. Canada first class. This is the way to do it. Look at Duchesne, boy. Looks like he was out of GQ.
Team doesn't look too good, but I got to show you this fan, the American fan. This is on our way to break. Scott Russell with an Olympic update here at Sochi 2014 in a moment. But you're right about the nets. I have to tell you, though, you've got them pegged. That guy has you. Don Cherry in Sochi on Coach's Corner.